You'd think it was my first webinar. But today it's a short agenda, but the second item on the list is a lengthy one. So I've got a quick update for you on the product advisory groups. And the second item is I'm going to walk you through a presentation that is available to all of you. You have the PDF right now in the handouts from today's webinar. It's called KW Technology and Marketing Tools That Drive Agent Businesses. And it's a presentation at a very, very, very high level, very appropriate for recruits, as well as new agents and seasoned agents as well, just to remind them of the value that they receive with their monthly technology investment, and how all of those tools are designed to drive their businesses. And then we'll wrap up by looking at what's coming up in the way of webinars. So the first item on the agenda is, as I mentioned, product advisory groups. So just a quick bit of background for those of you who might be new since MegaCamp, but during MegaCamp, and right around the time, we launched the idea of having product advisory groups. So we've invited agents who are passionate about our different technologies to sign up to request access to these groups, and then you'll get into a conversation with our different product managers to help drive forward the development of these different systems. And so at this point, 3 product advisory groups have launched this week. So if you've become a member of any of these 3 that you're seeing, you should have gotten an email from the product manager, and they're being managed by way of Google Communities. So we have the mobile search app group, the 3 C's powered by Google, and websites for agents and market centers, product advisory groups. Those are all live now. So if you've gotten your invitation, just click on the link. And I know that each manager has gone out there and started some conversations. Oh, it looks like the eEdge advisory group has launched as well. Thank you, Kale. I guess I didn't get invited, but I will. So these are all out there. Again, join in the conversation, and if this is something that you're interested in and haven't heard about it, just send me a note, and I'll let you know how you can request access to one of the groups. We do ask that you limit your access to just one group so that you can really focus your efforts in keeping up with all of the conversations that that product manager is facilitating. All right. So as promised, I'm going to take you through at a very high speed. So again, I'm giving you a preview of a presentation that you can use in your Market Center. So you've got the PDF, and the PDF that you can download just has a picture of each slide, and it also has the speaker notes that go along. And if you look right now in your chat window, I sent you a Google shortened URL, and when you click it, it's going to take you to a Google slideshow, which contains the slides that I'm about to take you through. And again, if you aren't able to open the slides, try logging into Google using your kw.com credentials. That's how we keep this private to just our associates. And then you'll have access to the slides. And here's what the presentation contains. So it is, as I said, a very high-level presentation that is really to help you help your Market Center build that wall of value. If you're able to show value, then you're able to protect your Market Center's net agent count and profitability. So to communicate value to our agents and recruits, here's something that you can join in and talk about the technology and marketing systems that we offer. And before we even get into the tools themselves, we want to remind our agents that everything that we build has our 2 core beliefs underneath them. And one is that the agent brand matters most. We believe that real estate a local business, and that we route internet leads back to the listing agent. So our My Listings, My Leads philosophy underlines all of our tools. Then we've got some numbers. Numbers always speak volumes, and those numbers are numbers that we gathered at the beginning of this year. We looked at the activities of a group of agents, and all those agents together launched 96,224 automated touch campaigns through eEdge, and those campaigns went out to 6.7 million different consumers. Because those campaigns drove leads back to those listing agents, these agents saw an overall increase in GCI of 85.4%. So that's great validation for eEdge, and especially touch campaigns, that eEdge makes it so easy to launch. One thing that's also great to remind our agents is that we're always talking about innovation, and that Keller Williams is on the cutting edge of innovation when it comes to business solutions. But what hasn't changed at all are the fundamental activities that make up a successful agent's business. And those are shown here in what we call the wheel of agent business. And so this presentation just goes through each checkpoint in an agent's business and what tools we provide at each of those checkpoints. The first being lead generation, because we know that that is the number one focus for our agents, is getting leads, generating leads. Let's talk about how we do that with our Keller Williams systems. So we know that 90% of home buyers today are on the internet during their search process, and 55% of them start on the internet. And these buyers are savvier than ever before. They need to be able to find what they're looking for easily and quickly. So we make sure that we have this vast lead generation network of more than 100,000 websites and systems. And again, they all are connecting consumers with our agents. It's back to that agent brand that we want to promote throughout this Keller Williams lead generation network. So part of that network includes our national level websites, which you see listed there on the right. Everything from kw.com to our KW commercial site, our Canadian site, luxury site, and then every single market center site. All of those sites have an agent profile page featured, so you can search for an agent and find out about that agent who's best poised to help the consumer in their area. On top of that, we offer every agent their own website. And as you all know, we have three at the moment. We got the eEdge website, which satisfies those agents that want a set it and forget it website presence. For those agents that really want a personalized experience for their clients and don't mind doing some customization, or have hired somebody to do that for them, we have the eAgency website. And then, as you know, just around the corner, we have new KW websites, which will ultimately be the one only website platform for our agents and for our market centers. The eEdge platforms and the eAgency platforms will eventually be phased out, but not without plenty of time to help everybody transition onto the new platform. But the new one they're responsive, they're modern, they're WordPress-based websites, very user-friendly, and you'll look forward to learning more about them very soon. Okay, so that's what we do for lead generation. And after lead generation, an agent's next most dollar productive activity is to convert those leads into appointments. And that's where eEdge comes in. And for those of you who have been around since the beginning, you know that what eEdge was designed for is to help reverse the trend that what was happening at the time in 2010. We found out that on the average, 67% of online real estate leads just sat on the table going unanswered. And it wasn't the agent's fault. It wasn't that they didn't want to follow up or they didn't care. They just didn't know that all these leads were coming in. They had no centralized system to be notified of them and to manage those leads and to follow up on them. And that's where the idea of eEdge was born. So eEdge takes all those leads and puts them into one spot and makes it easy for agents to follow up. And as you can see, eEdge did win an Innovation Award launched in 2011. So as you know, it's critical to follow up as soon as possible, within 5 minutes if possible, with online consumers that have a very low tolerance for a delayed response. So that's why eEdge offers email and text notifications so agents know exactly when somebody has hit their database and they can follow up as soon as possible. Because agents are mobile, constantly on the go almost, we have eEdge on the go to make sure that it's mobile as well. So this is a mobile optimized version of eEdge, and it's available at mykw.kw.com if accessed on a mobile device. This is one thing to be clear about. This isn't an app. It's just a mobile optimized site that takes all of the components of eEdge as far as contacts and Marketing Go and makes that accessible in a mobile responsive form. All right. So now you've got leads, you've followed up with them. How do you cement that relationship? You keep seeing the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book pop up here. Again, eEdge, another underlying rule of eEdge was to follow all of the systems outlined in the classic timeless Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. So from that book, you know that if you put leads in a database and you consistently communicate value to them, you'll start to be able to build and cement relationships with them so that you remain number one in their mind. So the eEdge My Marketing module has automated campaign templates that follow all of the systems outlined in the MREA. It starts with the 8x8 touch campaign. That's for brand new buyer or seller leads. And eEdge offers several different flavors of both buyer and seller 8x8 campaigns. We are constantly adding new content to eEdge My Marketing, trying to keep them as timely as possible and as relevant as possible to the market of the moment. And they're all designed to attract buyers and new sellers. And if you've been in there, you know that there's a combination of touch types that include phone call reminders and then professionally designed pieces that can be emailed or printed or sent via direct mail. And there are 12 direct campaigns, and that's a less aggressive campaign that contains one touch every month. And these are ideal for agents who are trying to establish their name in a farm, in a neighborhood, or any niche area where they want to establish an awareness of their brand. One thing that Keller Williams really prides ourselves on is that while other companies have a marketing department that's dedicated to promoting their national brand, our marketing department has been and always will be dedicated to helping you build your own brand, helping our agents promote their own unique brand, whatever that might be. So all of the campaigns, while they're easy to launch, pre-built out of the box, there's always the option to go in and to customize them further to really match the agent's personality and brand. And also many of the designs now are HTML and mobile optimized. So hyperlinks, images, and videos are even easier to insert into these designs, making for a better and more engaging consumer experience. So still talking about getting appointments, as you know, video is becoming more and more important and even expected in the way of marketing for agents. 73% of homeowners who were surveyed by NAR said that they are more likely to list with a realtor who offers to create video for them. But only 4% of agents are actually putting their listing on YouTube. So there's still a huge opportunity there. So our win-win group here, we have a KW Video win-win department at KWRI that has created this video app called the KW Video mobile app, and it allows agents to create professional videos in literally minutes using their phone. That's all they need. The KW Video app does the rest. It gives you the script, gives you the graphics, they do the editing, they do the hosting. Literally all the agent needs to do is provide their picture and their voice, and we take it from there and publish those videos to your kw.com YouTube account. This is a paid service, however, every agent gets 6 free videos when they sign up. So they can definitely experience the power in 6 different ways to see how this can really boost their marketing strategy. Okay, So continuing on the wheel of agent business, we've got needs, we've gotten them appointments, we're at that appointment. How do we win business at the appointment? How do we wow those potential clients during our buyer listing presentations? Well, we want our agents to shine, and we've provided them with professionally designed buyer and listing presentation templates. These are also available in eEdge My Marketing. And while these can be customized and should be customized, they at least give the framework and really help you guide that conversation. These are great for new agents who've never been on a buyer or listing presentation and aren't quite sure what to do. Just follow the structure of these presentations and you will outshine the average agent. These presentations are designed to help agents really dive into what it is their clients need and want, what their values are, and they help the agent showcase their best services and makes them unique. So these presentations also educate and set expectations for how your agents will work, which really help get clients to agree right there on the spot at the appointment. And every presentation should definitely involve sharing the mobile app with potential client. These are perfect times to show your potential buyer or potential seller that you're a mobile agent and that you've got this great tool that gives your clients the most accurate and up-to-date information. They can virtually search just like an agent, the whole MLS right there from their fingertips. So this is great for a seller who knows that their property is very easy for any buyer who's in their area to see. They just pull up a map and there's the seller's property right in front of them when they're in that area. And it's, as you know, very easy to share the app now. It used to be that you had to have this code that you'd have to enter and share that with your clients. Now there's just the simple share button in the app and you can, boom, share it via social media or through email or through text without having to remember what is my code. Okay, so moving on. Yay, you won the business. You got that agreement. You got that buyer. You got that seller. Now, how are you going to make sure that you do what you said you're going to do and provide exemplary customer service? Here's where we can come in and help you with our tools. So we have the IDX property search. That's part of the agent websites that we provide, as well as that mobile app that we just talked about. So clients, no matter whether they're buyers or sellers, no matter who they are, they want an agent who's quick, efficient, and effective. They're going to meet their needs without wasting their time. So the IDX property search is one great solution that helps. This is, as you know, an agreement among brokers in one MLS that lets all participating brokers display each other's listings on their websites. So this helps buyers quickly find properties that meet their needs, and they can do all of this from their agent's website. They don't have to go anywhere else. The agent's brand is the only one that the buyer needs to see. And this creates a great customer experience and positions our agents as the experts on all listings in the area, not just their own. So that's really the value of having IDX. And this is a diagram. We tried to simplify this as much as possible. As you know, this can get a little bit hairy. This is a highly simplified version of how it all works. But we talk about the Keller Williams listing systems ability to market agents' listings when and where they want. So once an agent's listings get into the KWLS, they can further enhance them, and then they can be sent out to the KW syndication network as well as our syndication partners. And through our relationship with Zillow and Trulia, we now have direct feeds to those sites, and then our listings also go to ListHub, who then sends that out to their network of syndicates. That can change at any time. So if you ever want to know where ListHub is sending out their listings, you can simply go to listhub.com and see who their syndication channel partners are at any moment. ListHub also powers the KW connector system, which is what pulls listings into the KWLS automatically from the MLS. And so when that's turned on, it makes the listing entry a single point of entry for agents, makes it very smooth. So encourage your market centers to have that enabled if it's not already. Another great feature of the KWLS is that it creates a single property website for every listing in it. Each website has a unique URL, and you can find that by going to kw.com/homes for sale, and then you'll have the address of each listing following that. On top of that, each listing page has the listing agent's photo and contact information right there. It even has a link to start a transaction. And again, this is the landing page that leads who view listings on any of the syndication sites will eventually be driven back to when they click see more information on this listing. And that will always be something that we fight for with our partners. And there's a screenshot example of what it looks like. I realize the Zillow landing page for a listing may have changed slightly, but you get the idea. When you click the link that says view listing website or contact listing agent, it's going to drive them back to that single property website that's created by the KWLS. So what else can you do for your sellers? The KWLS is integrated with eEdge My Marketing, so agents can easily create a beautiful portfolio of property flyers and email designs for their listings using My Marketing. They pull in the listing information from the KWLS. It's actually linked into eEdge, and then it's really simple to move things around just slightly. It brings in the photos for each listing, and they can, in minutes, make a nice flyer or email to let somebody know that a listing has sold or has just been listed. And again, that's all part of eEdge. And then coming back again to KW Video, I mentioned this earlier, but the KWLS is integrated with the KW Video mobile app. So aside from being able to create videos promoting yourself as the agent, you can also create customized listing videos using this app. And agents can do a branded intro and ending as well to truly make it a unique, totally customized listing video. Okay, so we're coming around the bend now. We've talked about servicing our clients, and that ultimately hopefully leads to a closed transaction, which is a complex process. As you know, it involves a series of steps, people, details, and the agent ultimately becomes a project manager at that point to make sure that everything's done on time, everybody knows what their role is, what's expected of them, and when. So My Transactions is the tool that really helps make this easy. It's truly a virtual conference table that brings together all of the people, all of the documents, and all of the tasks to complete a transaction all in one place. And what it also improved is the compliance process. So agents don't have to gather up all their documents, take them into the office to be reviewed. The broker now has a seat at that virtual conference table. And so the market center is able to quickly get insight into every transaction, and files can be routed back and forth without marking up pages. It all can be done through notes and status changes using My Transactions. So it's a much cleaner, efficient process, and a lot less will fall through the cracks when you conduct your transactions this way. So this is where a lot of agents kind of fall off the job, and it comes to getting repeat and referral business. So we've mentioned this stat before from NAR that 80% of real estate clients report that they're very happy with their realtor at the end of the transaction and absolutely said, yes, they would use them again or they would recommend them if they had the opportunity. But when the opportunity presents itself 7 to 10 years later, or even sooner, if they have a friend who's moving, only 12% of them actually do go back to their original agent. And that's because they forgot about their agent. Their agent didn't stay in touch. So that's where our technology and marketing systems can really help make sure that our agents stay top of mind long after the transaction ends. And one way to do that is launching a 33 Touch campaign. The 33 Touch is a one-year touch campaign that sends a touch about every 2 weeks. It reminds contacts of the agent's value. Each touch includes relevant, useful information that's very timely. So this really allows agents to, with minimal effort, be sufficiently persistent, and it gives them dominant mind share among their database. And then we mentioned referrals. Every agent has access to 2 different systems from KW. One is the referral search that's right there on the My KW homepage that helps them find other agents in the area that they want to refer somebody in, and they can search their specialties, read their biographies, or through your own Market Center's intranet. So these are 2 great ways to find other agents to refer clients to somebody trusted. You can look for and find opportunities to refer clients. So that completes the wheel of what an agent needs to do to get, service, keep, and continue to keep their clients. How does it all happen efficiently? So there are some tools behind the scenes to help our associates. And as you know, Google Apps for Work is a huge help. It helps agents manage their day-to-day activities even when they're on the road. So every associate gets the Google Apps for Work suite. These are familiar tools to most agents before they even come on to KW. They're very intuitive, and what's great is that it helps all of our associates stay connected and get work done from anywhere, from any device. And for agents that are part of a team, they can be very creative using these tools to collaborate, to help each other be accountable, and build an online presence, because our suite does include YouTube, Blogger, Google+. The more you put on Google, as you know, Google loves Google, the higher you will rank in search results. And this is also a time to mention that we know not everything is for everybody, and so hopefully your business will grow to the level where you are able to delegate. You're not the person who does it all, and you start being the person that makes sure it gets done, and you need a very different solution at that point. So we have a solution called KW Team Leads. We've recently released this earlier this year. It's a product that not only serves the needs of a team today, but it helps agents win business and close transactions by leveraging the Millionaire Real Estate models to promote team efficiency and accountability. There's a link there, kw.teamleads.com, where you go to learn more about it. And then hopefully all of you are aware of the ongoing training that's available to you and to agents at any time. We have live webinars at least every Monday. Next week we've got at least one special webinar to help our agents stay up to date on the latest KW technology tools and best practices for using them in their businesses. And we also record our webinars and put those on KW Connect. The Tech Setup series is highly recommended for every agent to check out at any time to make sure that they have all the fundamentals in place. And last but not least, this will make Ad happy to see the slide, we have answers.kw.com, which is a searchable knowledge base. As we get frequently asked questions that we know other agents can benefit from seeing the answer to, we add them to our knowledge base. It's very easy to search. For example, here's what you see when you look for help on KWLS. There are 62 different articles that contain questions about the Keller Williams listing system. So do make sure that your agents are aware of that. So again, I have shared the PDF of the slides that I just went through very rapidly. If you have any specific questions about it that you think of later, you can email me at brenda.harrelson@kw.com, or you can email ambassadors@kw.com. And I sent you the link to the slides. Let me quickly, I'm sorry I'm going over time just a little bit, but show you where to go find those slides after the webinar is over and you forgot what that link was. So I'm going to start off from the home page of the KW Technology community. Okay, so from the home page, you'll click on Tools right under the logo. And from there, you're going to go into Documents. And that is going to take you to a list of folders. One thing to know is the slides from these webinars every Friday are always available shortly after the webinar is over by just clicking here on Ambassador Webinar Slides. Everything else you can find by going into the Trainer Toolbox, and then you'll see, just like it says, KW Technology Training Slides. These are slides you can download and reuse in your Market Center training. So when you click that link, you will see this is in graphical view, grid view versus list view. But either way, you want to go to this folder, Building My Business with KW Technology, and here are the slides right here. So this will give you the slides that I just took you all through. So please let me know if this helps you and what the reaction is in your Market Center. I really do think it's a great way to just introduce all that we offer, especially that one slide about the 3 different websites that we have. It answers a lot of questions for new agents, and then from there, this might be a prerequisite for anybody attends any more specific technology. This at least tells them what's all available to them, and then you can dive deeper into the various systems. Okay, so let me wrap up then. I'll bring back our Ambassador webinar slides. And as always, we close with what's coming up next week. So we've got Monday's Systems for Success is going to be talking about your eEdge website, how to go through all of the different website settings and customize the text and some of the search functionality of your eEdge website. Wednesday is KW live training that's ongoing. And then on Thursday, we have a special webinar about the KW mobile app and how to deliver a great customer experience using the app. We're also going to talk about how to see what your customers are doing with your app by logging into your WolfNet back office. And then Kevin should be back on Friday. It'll be a month by then that you haven't heard from Kevin. So he and I will be back on Friday for the Ambassador webinar. And if you didn't know, today is National Dictionary Day. That's because 257 years ago today, Noah Webster was born. And Noah Webster he's the father of the American Dictionary. He wrote the Compendious Dictionary of the English Language. It was published in 1806. There's a picture of it. So celebrate National Dictionary Day by learning a new word, doing a crossword puzzle, playing words with friends, or no, what else can you do on National Dictionary Day, Adam? Go read. Go read the dictionary. Okay, and it's Bosses Day too. Yes, it is. So celebrate that as well. We got our boss a nice gift today. So thanks for being here. Have a great rest of your Friday and a good weekend, and we'll see you back next week. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.